38 years I've been in the mayor, and all the many things we've accomplished over 38 years, taking the city from a rural community and now the 6th largest city in Canada, 3rd largest in Ontario, and the wonderful people that have moved in, and this room is certainly representative of many. Many of you though have been here for many years. Many years, right? How many have been here for 50 years? Drop your hand. 25 years. Drop your hand. Oh, see,
47.
47? Oh. It's a great city, and because of all the people that have contributed so much. You know, as I look back over my 36 years as mayor, and I think of all the wonderful organizations that I've worked with, and especially the volunteer organizations, that have given of their time and talents on behalf of the community. You know, no one person does it alone by any means. It's a team approach. Team approach. The council of this city, and I've had wonderful councilors with me for many years. The staff of the city, which is extremely important, and the citizens. That is really it. It's when the citizens take charge of their community, and that community is greatly enriched. And you eliminate crime, you eliminate littering, you eliminate violence. And when the community takes charge, yes, we have a wonderful police force, but they should only be there to try to solve crime. It's the citizens that prevent crime. We prevent crime, and the police are there to solve crime if it occurs. And so that is what has happened to Mississauga. Then we have today, we have a police representative, and I think he's a deputy chief, is he? Are you one of the deputies?
Staff superintendent.
Oh, yeah. And then we have our new fire chief. We stole him from Kitchener-Waterloo. Ours retired, so we thought, well, we'd go out and steal something. Because we've provided a lot of good people to other municipalities. This time we're taking away. So welcome to you, Mr. Fire Chief. It's great to have you. You know, I was with a very special person last night, Nance McDonald. How many of you remember Nance? She was head of this Square One operation. And while she was in charge here, Square One became a community center. Think of all the wonderful organizations that she had in this center. And some of them have disappeared. And she said to me last night at a dinner I was with her, she said, thank God the senior center has not left Square One. And especially, we talked about who was the great guy? Mr. Lawrence, right? Who has, as she said, gave her a lot of trouble because he was always after her to do things for the seniors, right? That was his role. Lewis Lawrence, very dynamic leader of the senior center here in Square One. So we're approaching Christmas, another wonderful time of the year. And I just want to say to you, I leave the post of mayor on November the 30th, Sunday. But I'm not leaving Mississauga, and I'm not leaving working with all the many organizations we have here to improve and make whatever positions. I will work with our new mayor, Bonnie Crombie, and those that have been re-elected, and the new ones that have been elected. Because, folks, it's got to be a team approach. There's got to be any negativity that exists on council should be eliminated. And we've got a new leader now. She's young, she's energetic, and with the support of council and the wonderful staff that we have in the city, I can assure you, we will go to even greater heights. I think I've brought it to this point in the history of Mississauga. It's got a long way to go yet. And with the cooperation of the citizens, Remember, she got a big plurality. She won by a very big vote. And therefore, the citizens are behind her, those that went out to vote. Many didn't vote, so I'm not going to ask how many went out to vote this week. I don't want to embarrass anybody, but I hope it was 100%. Because I'll tell you, if you give up your right to vote, someday you may lose it. Because I'm recommending that appeared in Charlottetown in September. It was 23 men, way back in 1867, that decided the future of this country. 23 women assembled in Charlottetown to determine the future of this country. And one of my recommendations is mandating voting. You're going to, and if you don't vote, you will be penalized. Because that's in Australia, and it's in other countries, and it works. You know, the right to vote is a very precious responsibility. And if you don't exercise it, you may lose it. And a lot of countries have lost the right to vote. Think about it. So, you know, seniors, we've got to make sure we practice democracy. And democracy is the right to vote. And if you don't use it, then it will be mandated that you will be obligated to vote and vote in the election, both local, provincial, and federal. So, but anyway, Christmas is coming, and we've got to make sure that there's a lot of unemployment in Mississauga. It's about 6.5% overall, 14% unemployed youth. Unemployed youth, think about it. That's serious. An unemployed youth is not a good thing. So we're working with the corporations and with others to make sure that opportunities exist for our young people. Now, some youth don't want to work like some adults don't want to work. But there's very, very few that don't want to work. So we must be sure that we provide jobs. And if you know of anybody in your community that needs help, make sure you report to the many charities we have in Mississauga, because they are going to do their very best to make sure that nobody in the city of Mississauga goes without over Christmas. Extremely, extremely important. Because as you and I sit down at our Christmas table, wouldn't it be nice if we were completely assured that every child and every adult in Mississauga shared some of the wonderful benefits that we would have at our table on Christmas Day? Think about it. I think we would all feel much better if we could be assured that nobody went without. So I want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a healthy, happy New Year. And health is so important. Thank you, thank you.
Well, you know what? Next year, just so you know, leave us your address, because you're going to be invited again next year as an honorary guest. This VIP table wouldn't be good stuff. Wouldn't be oh, she's going to join our program. All right, we've got some silver goals you can join. Thank you so much, Mary. We have almost all the tables up. I know those folks are waiting. I'm really sorry. There's no easy way to get 220 people through the line. We're doing the best we can. As soon as I can, all of the tables will be up and fed. Okay? Yeah.
I know.
my cake is great.
Oh, you're taking a video?
I think I got everybody.
Hello, my dear, little vegetarian chili. Do you want to try some? I know you got a little bit there, but I'll give you a little taste. There.
They get some salads in the room.
No, I know. See, that's okay. Better to have a full plate. Do you want? Whoops. A little vegetarian chili. Different than that. It does. Makes more spicy.
Meeting where we all got to say speeches, all the key leaders in the community get to deliver remarks to Hazel. There was a beautiful young woman who wrote a song, Don't Cry For Me, Mississauga. You've heard that one before. She reworked it. She sang a cappella and had us all in tears. Even Hazel was in tears. So, you know, we're really so blessed to have had her here for 36 years. We'd be blessed to have her any amount of time. And she built the city that we all chose to live, to work, and to raise our families. And she's provided a very strong foundation. And I very much hope to build on that legacy to help move us forward. And I just want to talk about two things briefly, because I don't want to keep you from your lunch. I'm just delighted to see so many groups that have come together to celebrate this annual luncheon, to celebrate how distinct we are as a community. You know, there are very few cities like ours where there are actually more people that were born somewhere else. I think we do it pretty successfully. We live, we work, we play, we pray, we shop, we do business all together, and all with mutual respect. And I won't say tolerance, because I don't like that word, because I don't like to say that. I only tolerate you, I respect you, and I also celebrate your traditions. And I think that's what's wonderful. We have the Christmas decorations featured here today, and we all say to each other, Merry Christmas, just like you would say Eid Mubarak or Happy Diwali, because we're there to celebrate with each other and respect each other's traditions. And now that we're going into the Christmas season, I want to say an early Merry Christmas. None of that happy holiday stuff for me. It's Christmas. Food from everywhere. That's what makes us so great, isn't it? We can celebrate each other's cultures and traditions and foods and dance and language. What an incredible city we live in, that we have so much to offer us. And finally, I have to acknowledge that this is the Older Adult Center, right? And we're all older adults, so yeah, we are too. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, I am too. Yeah, my kids are 25, 21, and 17. My God, I've been married 30 years, so no. But you know, as we mature as a city and our population ages, we have to continue to be respectful of our older adults and ensure that we're delivering those programs and services that meets their needs, whether it's affordable housing or programs, facilities. I know that we soon won't be here in this facility too much longer, so we're looking for somewhere else to have you be located. At least that's what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe something's been... Am I right? I think I am right. So do we have the facilities, and do we have the right housing? Can we meet your healthcare needs as a community? You know, do we have the transit that supports you? So these are the kinds of issues that I have to look at going forward. You know, we're not instilled, it's infill development. It's not greenfield, we're not building subdivisions. And so I have to be sure that whatever it is we are building, that it meets all our population needs. The needs of people who are families, yes, but our older adults. Because in 15 years, there will be more people over 50 than under 50. So as our population ages, I have to be sure that we're providing the right programs and services, and that I always have a lens on the needs of the older adult population to ensure that I understand your needs and that I'm meeting your needs as your mayor. As your mayor, isn't that exciting? Okay. I don't actually get sworn in till Tuesday evening, and I should talk about that for a minute if I can. So Hazel's last council meeting was yesterday, and we were all a bit teary-eyed about it. Linda Jeffrey, if any of you are in Brampton, I think so. She is sworn in on Monday evening. John Tory in Toronto gets sworn in on Tuesday afternoon, and I get sworn in on Tuesday evening. 7 o'clock at the Living Arts Center, just across the street, Living Arts Center, and it is open to the public. But, gotta tell you, you better come early. Because I think it's a very historic event, and this historic occasion. We haven't had a real swearing in, a proper ceremony in about, 36 years. Not that we minded, we loved her. But, you know, they didn't have the need for the formality because it was just the same mayor continued on, and once in a while the odd councillor changed, right? So they didn't need to have this formality. So it'll be a lovely evening on Tuesday night at 7, and there are lots of people that will want to attend. So you're all welcome to, but get there early, okay? So I would love to see some of your faces there on Tuesday. I hope you do come. It would be I would be honored if you did, in fact. So I want to thank you as well for the honor and the privilege that you have bestowed on me to lead our city, the confidence you have shown me, that you voted for me. Well, I hope some of you voted for me. But I think some of you did, because it was a pretty wide margin. So I want to thank you for that confidence. And it's a real honor to be that person selected after Hazel to fulfill her legacy. I'm very, very proud of that. So thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you do for our community. And thank you for coming together today to celebrate. Thank you all. Nice to see you. And Merry Christmas. So it's been a special event today, because as I said, we were doubly blessed. Right now we're going to move on to our entertainment, and as the entertainment progresses, we'll be coming around with some dessert for you. First up, we have our belly dancers. Who enjoys the belly dancers?
Oh, nobody.
There's a great number. You're going to love this the first time anybody's going to see it. So give me 1 second to open the curtains, and they're going to come forward.
Santa baby, slip the sable under the tree for me. Be an awful good girl, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight.
Somebody shoot here. No? Can I shoot here?
Santa baby, an outer space convertible to tight blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I missed. Think of all the fellas that I hadn't kissed. Next year I could be oh so good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa honey, I want a yacht and really that's not a lot. Will an angel or dear Santa baby and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, there's one thing I really do need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, and fill my stockings with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry tonight.
Wonderful job. Next up, we have our Chinese Golden Age, and they have 2 folk dances for us today, and this is the first group. Caribbean seniors. Now, normally we have our wonderful market, and we had some people that were away and some people that were sick, so unfortunately the Caribbean ladies weren't able to get together and do the market this year, but Cynthia stepped up and she has a great poem for you.
Are unknown. Seniors are constantly being criticized for every conceivable deficiency of the modern world, real or imaginary. We know we take responsibility for all we have done and do not blame others. However, upon reflection, we would like to point out that it is not the seniors who took the melody out of music, the pride out of appearance, the courtesy out of driving, the romance out of love, the commitment out of marriage, the responsibility out of parenthood, the togetherness out of the family, the learning out of education, the service out of patriotism, the golden rule from rulers, the nativity scene out of cities, the civility out of behavior, the refinement out of language, the dedication out of employment, the prudence out of spending, the ambition out of achievement.
All right, well, we have our ballet dancers coming in next, and I'm going to dim the lights a bit because they honored me by bringing back the candle dance, which to me is one of my favorite dances that they do. And you'll enjoy this as well. Here's Mary and the Sahara Silks. is doing a number 2. So, and they're coming back for Santa Baby. So do come to that one. That's next Friday. It's called Deck the Halls. But here's Mary and her band for one last number. runs. There we go. Light up our light again. How did everybody enjoy the entertainment today? Now we haven't forgot everybody with the cake. There's still madly cutting there. But I think next year we're going to get a second group of volunteers that are just cutting cake. Because these ladies have worked so hard to make sure that that you had a wonderful meal here. So they've been working very hard, setting tables, everything like that. So that's fabulous. I have a whole bunch of door prizes, but it looks like Alice wants to say something. So I'll let her say something, and then we'll do door prizes, and then Tessie's going to thank the volunteers.
Oh, I just wanted to thank all the volunteers that have worked so hard today. Serving, I know Andrew and some of them are in there, but I just wanted to thank all who prepared the food, served the food, and are still serving. Thank you very much. The rest of us have thoroughly enjoyed it. We thank the entertainment staff. Thank you very much.
Số mà mình đâu có một số.
La belle nuit de Noël, la neige étend son manteau blanc et les yeux levés vers le ciel, à genoux les petits enfants, avant de fermer les paupières, font une dernière prière. Petit Papa Noël, quand tu descendras du ciel avec tes jouets par milliers, n'oublie pas mon petit soulier. Mais avant de partir, il faudra bien te couvrir. Dehors, tu vas avoir si froid, c'est un peu à cause de moi. Il me tarde tant que le jour se lève pour voir si tu m'as apporté tous les beaux joujoux que je vois en rêve et que je t'ai commandé. Petit Papa Noël, quand tu descendras du ciel avec tes jouets par milliers, n'oublie pas mon petit soulier. Le marchand de sable est passé, les enfants vont faire dodo et tu vas pouvoir commencer avec ta hotte sur le dos, au son des cloches des églises, ta distribution